Hey there, tech fans. Today I've got the brand new ALLPOWERS R1500 Lite portable power station. This portable powerhouse provides plenty of energy to charge and operate all of your thirsty portable devices whenever you're away from home. It's great for a camping trip, or if you've got an RV, or if you're just looking for a backup power supply for your home in case you lose power in the next storm. Now I'm going to get into all the details of what this product provides in a minute, but first I always like to start with an unboxing to show you everything that's included with the product, and then I'll dive into the specifications. But I want to spend some time talking about the features that really separate this from a lot of other portable power stations on the market. But first, let's get to the unboxing. So when you first pop open the box, you'll find the unit. It's fairly light, it's about 37 pounds, and when you compare it to other portable power stations with the same amount of energy, it's lighter. It's about 10% lighter than their last version, which means you can take it with you a lot more places where you're not lugging along a gigantic power station. Also included is a heavy-duty AC charging cord. Now, I'll talk about it in a second, but you can charge this in one of three ways. You can charge it at home with this kit, you can charge it in your car, and you can charge it from a solar panel, but the fastest way by far is to plug it into a wall outlet at home and charge it up. You'll also find a full instruction manual that includes everything you'll need to understand about the power station, how to charge it, how to use it, what the front display means, what you can plug into it, how long it'll run on a given charge. So always read through the manual to make sure you get the best possible use out of the product. All right, so let's talk about the unit. The basic specifications are that the unit has 1,056 watt hours of internal energy, which can produce 1,600 watts of external power to charge and operate your devices that can surge to 3,200 watts. And that's important because a lot of other portable power stations have a limit to how much power they can supply. And if you plug something in like a drill or a blender or anything with a compressor in it, it draws a little more current when it first turns on. That's called inrush current. And if you're right at the limit of what the power station can provide, you're going to pop a breaker. With this one, it'll give you a steady state output of 1,600 watts, which is a lot for the size of the unit, and it can surge up to 3,200 watts. So no worries about plugging in a circular saw, a drill, a compressor with your portable ice chest, or whatever you're plugging in. In addition to that, they've actually built in an inverter on the unit, and it's a bi-directional inverter. And what I mean by that is a lot of other power stations have an external brick that's used to charge it. And that external brick actually converts the AC in your home to DC, which charges those other portable power stations. And the problem with that is, number one, those bricks are fragile, right? Over time, they can definitely go bad, but more importantly, they're wildly inefficient. So you're wasting a lot of energy converting the AC into DC to charge the unit. With this one, you're plugging it directly into the wall, so you're getting all the power directly to the unit, and then the inverter does the job of converting the AC to DC, and it does it very efficiently, and it eliminates the need for an outside brick. And this unit can be charged 40 minutes. You can charge it to 80% of its potential if it's really discharged, but 50 minutes will charge it fully. So it's a really fast charging because of that bi-directional inverter that they've built in there. So they control that charging. That inverter also does a really good job of distributing that charge across the batteries inside the unit to make sure you get the longest life out of those batteries. Now that's another thing I should talk about. This unit uses the latest in battery chemistry, which is lithium iron phosphate. A lot of portable power stations on the market in this class still use the older lithium polymer technology, which is not as good for a couple of reasons. It doesn't handle temperature differences really well. It's bad when it's hot, it's bad when it's cold. You can't charge it when it's hot or cold. But the bigger difference is that lithium polymer technology limits the amount of recharge cycles that you can actually use those batteries for. So lithium polymer, you'll get between 300-400 charges, which means it really limits how long you can use the power station. With lithium iron phosphate, which this one uses, you can get over 3,000 charge cycles, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 charge cycles. And if you think about that, even if you charged it every day from 0 to full, you've still got over 10 years of use, and you know you're not going to charge it every day, and you're not going to run it down to 0. So this is definitely going to last you a long time. So lithium iron phosphate's the way to go. It also holds the charge longer. Lithium polymer, kind of charge it on a Monday. By the time you go on the camping trip on Saturday, it might be at 80%. With this one, charge it on a Monday, you go out on Saturday, it's still going to be 100% because it hangs onto that charge. So a much better battery technology. All right, so I mentioned before you can charge it 3 different ways. You can charge it at home with the AC kit in about 50 minutes to full charge, but it could be a lot quicker if you haven't used all the energy. You can also charge it in your car. There's a charge kit out that you can plug it into your cigarette lighter, plug it into the side of the unit right over here, and then charge it in your car. Now, one thing I'll recommend on your car is that you not charge it when the car's sitting still, because It will draw power out of your battery in the car, and if you've got it plugged in when the car's sitting there, it might draw enough battery to charge this, but then your battery isn't powerful enough to start your car. So always charge it when you're driving, and that way your alternator is providing additional energy to charge the unit. You can also charge it from a solar panel, which is my favorite way to do it, and you'll use the DC input right there for the solar panel. And the reason I like solar so much is you can take a portable solar panel with you on a camping trip, set it up outside your tent, drink in that beautiful sunlight, which gets turned into DC power to charge the unit for free with nothing more than sunlight. So AC, car charging, and solar panel charging, which is pretty cool. And the best thing about this, ALLPOWERS has built this so you can use all three of those charging methods at the same time to supercharge the product incredibly quickly. Now, the big question most people have about a power station is, okay, I understand the batteries are better. I understand how I can charge it. Once I've charged it and I take it out in the field on that camping trip, how can I use that stored energy to charge and operate my external devices? Well, there are essentially three ways that this will provide power. AC, just like the power in your home, DC, just like the power in your car, and USB, just like you'll get from a wall charger that you're plugging in now to charge your tablet, your phone, your game console. This provides all three, and there are differences in the way those are provided. So let's start with the AC. This unit has 4 full-sized AC ports on the front, and those are 3-prong ports, which means anything you plug in at home, you can plug into this unit. But with AC, the challenge is most portable power stations on the market deliver what's called a modified sine wave, which means it's not the same power at home. It's similar because it's got the same voltage and frequency, but it's not a sine wave. It's not a pure sine wave like you get at home. This one has a pure sine wave output, which means it's exactly like the power at home, so you can plug anything in there and not worry about getting it damaged. So sensitive electronics, things that you really care about, maybe your computer or your tablet or your game console, no worries whatsoever for the AC. And you can use all 4 of those at the same time, so you can run a lot of different things on it. As far as the DC goes, there's a DC port right there, just like the one in your car. It delivers 12 volts at up to 10 amps, which is a lot of current for a 12-volt outlet. So anything you plug into your car, you can plug in right there. So if you've got maybe your laptop charger or you've got a charger for your drone batteries, plug it in there, you can charge your devices. Where it really starts to shine is in the USB output of the product. And USB has typically 2 types of connections. The older style, which is USB-A, that's the larger one we've been using since the beginning of time. This has 2 of those ports on the front, so anything you plug into a charger at home with the USB-A cable, you can plug in there. It'll provide 5 volts at up to 18 watts, which is a really powerful output for a USB-A charger. But it has 2 USB-C ports on it, which are the newer, smaller ports that are used on most modern phones and game consoles and drone batteries. And what's interesting about this unit is it provides up to 100 watts for the USB-C ports, which is a whole lot of power, which means you can charge your laptop, your bigger tablets, your game consoles, your drone batteries on the front of the unit. Most other units on the market, if they have a USB-C port at all, are typically providing 30 watts, maybe 50 watts if you're lucky. So getting 100 watts for those 2 USB-C ports is a really big deal. One other really nice feature is the digital display in the front of the unit. I'll turn it on. But what that display shows you is the current charge level, which allows you to understand how much more power you've got to use for charging those external devices. But it also shows you how much current you're putting into the unit when you're charging it, and more importantly, how much current you're pulling out of the unit when you're using it out in the field. And that's important to understand what you should charge and maybe who gets priority on charging when you're out with the family. So that digital display is really easy to read. You've got a numerical value as well as a dial around the outside that gives you exactly how much power is left on the unit. 2 other important features are the fact that this can be used as a UPS, which is an uninterruptible power supply, and that's used typically at home where you plug it into the wall, then you plug devices into it, maybe a CPAP machine or your computer, and heaven forbid you lose power at home. This unit in 15 milliseconds will kick in and provide power to that device. So if you've got a computer, no more computer crashes. It's going to stay up because the power is there from the wall. If that disappears, you've got a power coming from the power station. The other cool feature is you can connect this to an app on your phone to monitor all of the critical functions of the product. So you can look at that app and tell how much current you're drawing out when you're charging things. You can control a lot of the functions through that application. So for me, it's got everything you need. It's about 37 pounds. Again, it provides up to 1,600 watts of external power to operate all of those thirsty portable devices that can surge to 3,200 watts. You've got 4 AC outlets. You've got two USB-A outlets with 18 watts each. You've got two USB-C outlets with up to 100 watts each. And you've got a DC outlet that provides 12 volts at up to 10 amps and a beautiful digital display. So everything you could be looking for in a portable power station, you'll find in the R1500 Lite. And I hope you found this review helpful because I've reviewed a lot of power stations, and what ALLPOWERS has done with this one is they've included engineering that really puts it out there ahead of most other portable power stations on the market from pretty much every angle you'd like to compare. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.